5. That's nothing. Let me just grab my phone holder and get to it. Hopefully this will be a semi-short live because I'm pretty freaking tired. It's been a long day and I need to get some rest. But who knows, maybe it'll go on a little bit longer than I thought. Let me get this garbage out of here and get the light out there, and we'll get the scooter going. Do I even have the mic on? So there's not much I can do on the SR150. Not a whole lot. Yeah, not a whole ton that I could do with that because I don't have the inline fuse. Maybe I'll get that tomorrow. Wow, that was quite the good view for everybody. Just some dirt. Just some regular old dirt. How about this? And you get Courtney out here. Just as a placeholder. For just a minute, let me just get her face fixed. Just get her eyes done. There we go. She's biting her lower lip, I believe. I believe that's her lower lip. I don't know. Let me get my screen on. For some reason it's not on. Okay. Is this stupid thing not even gonna recognize my HDMI cable? Or, oh, that might be why, huh? Might need to be plugged in. I would guess that the monitor has to be plugged in order for it to work. Just a random guess. There we go. Here's the plug. Oh gosh, now I'm dropping stuff. Sorry guys. Give me 1 second. What did I? Oh, great. Perfect. Definitely did not actually want to drop it. Okay, I got it all sorted. Let me just get the scooter out. Since you're new people watching you, it's okay, I will. Thank you, Lofo Gaming. What's going on, Big Ferris? Let me grab one more, guys. One more of the co-hosts here at Fang's Garage. Courtney and Gizmo. I'm going to grab the scooter that I've been working on. You guys want to see it? A lot easier to move around with the handlebars back on there. This is the Mad Max little scooter. You can see the brake lights right here. And this is a little storage area in case Gizmo wants to go for a ride. Oops, sorry buddy. Didn't mean to step on your little foot there. Sometimes I do that. He let out a little yelp the other day when I stepped on his foot. But yeah, if Gizmo wants to go for a little ride, he can go in here, hang out, cruise. Hold on, Courtney, don't fall out. What do you guys think of the little scooter? It's obviously not done, but this is the little jerry can toolbox that I've been working on. I'll throw it out here. And yeah, Gizmo can hide in there. Close it up. Bada bing, bada boom. And let's see. Put this hooked up right here. Get this key out of here. All right. Here's the brake light demo. Hopefully that's gonna work. Let's see. Make sure it's not gonna touch any metal. Nice. There's the brake lights. Sorry guys, let me read through your chat. What's going on? Go away. How you doing? My rooster, your face. What's going on? Austin Haga said, dang, bro. What's going on, Austin? By the way, you're looking sensational. Thank you. Go away. I saw that comment that you left on my thing. I appreciate the kind words. I am feeling sensational as well. Thanks to Gizmo. Gave me a little shiatsu massage earlier. Little deep tissue massage from Gizmo. That was nice. He used, we didn't have any massage oils, so he used regular old vegetable oil from the kitchen. So my back is currently covered in pimples and stuff. It's not too good, but it's okay. I'll survive. Thank you, Pit Plus. Pit Plus says sick bike. And Amy says Gizmo. That's right, Amy. Gizmo is here. And Amy, if you're new here, this is, of course, Gizmo's roommate and best friend, Amy. What's going on, Amy? Don't go away. We'll be right back. Amy, this is Tom, Gizmo's newest roommate. They're best buddies. Like this, eat egg salad sandwiches and donuts and all sorts of little goodies. They stay up late, they watch movies, they play video games, they do all sorts of stuff together. They're essentially best friends, but for now, Tom, as his rental application says, I don't know if his ID is actually correct when it says Tom, but as for now, Tom is just hanging out and monitoring the situation, guys. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is I have a couple of things left to do on this. I have to make a seat, obviously. I'm gonna make some different handlebars. I have to basically acquire some tools for this in order to go any further. So I'm gonna wait on that. I also have to try and get this thing started at some point because it doesn't want to start. But I think I'm going to order a new CDI for it. And whenever I get that in the mail, and then I'll try and install that and see if that works. I'll also do some more tests on it tomorrow. But for now, what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to... oh yeah, I also wanted to show you this, by the way. I got this thing the other day, a couple more items for the scooter. This is definitely something from the swap meet, $1. But this is going to be something cool, believe it or not. This is going to be a little louver. I'm going to use that. Oops. I'm definitely going to drop it on the floor. But after I drop it on the floor, I'm going to use this for a little electronics box. So the plan is, I saw this, I was like, I can take this piece and just cut off a section of it, whatever I want to use. If I want to use just a little chunk of it, I'll just cut a little chunk of it off and then weld up like the end piece on there. And what I'm going to use this for is up near the front. I'm going to make a little box up here with different like toggle switches on it, and maybe indicator lights to make it look super Star Wars-ish and futuristic and Mad Max-ish, and just, you know, Fang's garage style. So yeah, got this little louver piece for $1, and then oh yeah, I got this piece. This is from like a grill. I don't know, it says Lynx on it. I think it's for like a barbecue thing, but I just thought this was a cool design. I don't know what I will really exactly use this for, but I'll use this somewhere on the scooter, possibly, maybe as like a tool storage thing. Maybe I was thinking up near the front, right up here, maybe to hold something. I don't know. I just picked it up. Again, it was $1, so I was like, all right, it's a cool metal shape, and it would take me a lot more than $1 worth of labor to make this thing. So I could also shorten it and possibly make a behind the seat little storage thing for something, maybe a small weapon, pull it out of there. I don't know, you tell me. But yeah, this is all pretty much squared away. So I think for now what I'm going to do, I'm probably going to start making some little bungs right here for the back using the lathe. And then, yeah, I'll get this seat supported, and then I can start making a template for the seat, start making a seat, then I'll make some handlebars, make some floorboards, make another saddlebag type thing, maybe a small storage space. Maybe I'll use this thing on the side right here. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know. I need to make another brake light on here, make a sissy bar, all that. It's going to be sick, and I'll be doing most of it live. So for right now, I'm going to locate some metal, hopefully, and see if I can get this thing some bungs for it. Get my bung on. Right, Tom? All right. Let's see. So I'm going to need some metal. I have a bunch of junk right here. Bunch of good junk, that is. Pit Plus, what's going on? Hey, this thing looks kind of neat. Thank you, Ethan. Star Wars-ish. I'm trying, go away. Lightsaber holder. I like that Warrior's Bloodline. Love the ingenuity. Thank you, Amy. Jesus loves you guys. Have a great and blessed day, says Sophie, the last one. Thank you, Sophie. Jesus loves you too. Boundless Imagination, says Captain Homer. Thank you, Captain Homer. Me and Captain Homer go way back. We actually used to captain a small shrimp vessel in the South Pacific. Me and Captain would be out there just trying to catch shrimp all night long. He knew all the best spots. And one time I got really tangled up in the nets, and there was an electric eel in there as well. Captain was in there just trying to wrangle me out of there. I was screaming, getting shocked. It was insane. But eventually Captain did end up using a full rubber wetsuit, ended up grabbing me out of there and just basically rescuing me again. Captain's rescued me quite a few times, guys, so give him a shout out. WTF, is this beginning of Mad Max? Yes, it is. Rotary 05. This is Mad Max 7. We are in pre-production, and we're getting things going, man. We're just basically getting everything squared away before the big shoot. We have a lot to do, a lot of skulls to install, a lot of chrome to be sprayed into our mouths. Sorry guys, I had to wipe off the lens a little bit. What's going on, Orwee? Glad you're here, Orwee. Shadow Band, bro, that's my bike. I recognize the Gremlin. Yes, it is Shadow Band. Me and Shadow Band go way back. We actually used to go gremlin hunting down in the sewer system in Seattle. But yeah, me and Shadow Band, we would be cruising around on this thing. Shadow Band would be in the front. I'd be on the back with the Gremlin. We'd be blasting down the street, freaking going down into the sewer systems underneath the grates, just chasing gremlins like nonstop. It was crazy. It was in Seattle. This was back in the early 90s. So me and Shadow Band were running the streets, just basically making sure that everything was going according to plan. We'd be eating donuts early in the morning. We'd be out there just screaming, howling off bridges. Gizmo was there for a short time. But yeah, thank you. George Floyd is back. He says, nice ride. Yeah, it was. Good times, Captain Homer. Was it the Jenny 3 shrimp boat? Yes, it was. Warrior Bloodline. It was the Jenny 3. Unfortunately, when we actually got the Jenny 4 going, we had dual engines on it. It was a dual outboard setup, and the Jenny 4 was all rigged up for racing and everything. And then Gizmo, of course, crawled into the engine bay and was just chewing on the fuel lines again. I mean, it's his favorite snack, guys, besides, of course, the Nutty bars. Little Nutty chocolate, little wafer Nutty bars with the peanut butter layers. He loves to just basically kind of dissect them, like kind of bites it apart like a Kit Kat, kind of dissects it in his mouth like a peanut M&M. He eats all the little components separately. He loves to do that. He loves to just hang out and get snacks out of the pantry when I'm not looking, but it's okay. I mean, he said the Christmas calories don't count, but it's not Christmas anymore, buddy. Those calories are starting to add up. He has to make up excuses. What is that? Says Glow Snow. Glow Snow. This is Courtney right here. She's just hanging out underneath the toolbox. This is the GY6 scooter, and of course that is Gizmo. He is hanging out, keeping an eye on the snacks that are just off camera over there. He wants to make sure that nobody gets to them. It looks scary. It is scary. Stealthy Vulcan. I actually have a Vulcan sitting outside. You must have seen some things, sir. Stealthy Vulcan, I actually do have something to tell you, since you are so stealthy and you are such a Vulcan lover. I have seen some things, okay? I have actually seen a lot of things stealthy, right? And whenever somebody asks me if I have seen things, to be honest with you, Stealthy, it kind of throws me off because obviously I do have a condition. I am waiting on the contacts to come in the mail. LensCrafters has not gotten back to me about the possible collab, but Stealthy, I'm trying my best, okay? Sorry, I'm just kind of falling all over things. It's a little bit hard with the peripheral. That whole thing is kind of thrown off with this whole thing. But Stealthy, I am trying my best, okay? I'm trying my best to not make it look scary. I'm trying my best to make it known that I have seen some things. But I don't always want to just show off my real face. Sometimes I just want to wear the mask that is less alarming to people, Stealthy. But I understand. I get it. It does look like I've seen some things. But I'm glad you're here, Stealthy. I hope you're going to come back because we're live every night, pretty much, except for Thursdays at like 9:30. And hopefully I'll get to work at some point. Stealthy. Sorry about that, Stealthy. I just had a little moment there. Whenever I kind of get a little bit triggered when somebody asks if I've seen things or what's going on with my eyes or why does it look like that. Sorry guys, I have to scroll up a bit. Hey Fang, we love you. I love you too, Floki's Angels. I hope you guys are having a good night. Gizmo caca. Please don't say that about Gizmo. He did not caca yet today. I've checked his diaper. I'm kind of concerned that he did not caca. But he's just trying to put on a little song and dance for you guys. Sorry. Adventures Through Life 1, WTH, I am glad you're here. Adventures Through Life 1, I hope you're here to experience the adventures of Courtney's life. She's coming out with a cooking blog, personal vlog pretty soon, guys. Drive it. I will as soon as I can get it started, Daniel. Got to do a little bit more work to it. Ria says, love the gremlin. Thank you, Ria. The gremlin loves you, and he will send you a birthday card. I know he knows your birthday is in March, so don't worry. Bro, this was after the vegan teacher. Yes, if you guys did not know, Tom is actually a vegan. He's doing, I can't remember what it's called, the not meat, but you know, he's trying, guys. Trying to make a difference. Boring tonight. All right, Chef Johnny, thank you. Alexander says hi. What's going on, Alexander? Bro, your filter is off.
Next idea, it's at 2 a.m.
Let me see. Let me try and wipe this thing. Sorry, guys. Let me wipe off my camera a little bit better.
Base 44. Build it your way.
All right. Thank you, Alexander. I appreciate it. Thank you for the 100. Thanks, buddy. Lord Sauron says, WTF. What's going on, Lord Sauron? Just trying to get some things done tonight. I gotta find a piece of metal. I think I found one little piece of steel that I could use for a spacer. But I don't know if it's long enough. Depth perception, exactly. Drive the bike, please. I cannot drive it right now, Daniel. It will not start. What psychedelics have you experienced? I cannot tell you that, Josiah, but I can assure you that you don't need psychedelics when you hang out in Fang's garage for more than a few minutes. We'll talk later, Josiah. Gizmo, yes, nice work, says Orlin. You are doing great now that we are watching. Thank you, Flokies and Angels. Thank you, Warriors Bloodline. Happy Halloween. It says Board Guy. I thought the ape hangers were for the speeder. Captain Homer. I know I was just fooling around with those ape hangers for this bike. I'm going to actually try and put them on my actual motorcycle and legitimately ride it. What I will have to do in order to get those ape hangers to work, I'm going to have to freaking get some 5 foot long lines and freaking, I guess, just do it like that. I'm gonna have to get a really long brake line, really long clutch cable, and yeah, I think, yeah, just like the clutch, throttle, I could make myself. And the brake line should be easy. It's the clutch that's going to be hard to figure out, but maybe I'll have to make it myself. I don't know. Okay, I'm not finding any metal for this, so I am going to have to cut some myself. Let me sift through the garage. Stripe is creepy. Thank you, Kenny. Turn him to look at the camera more. You want a little better look at Stripe? Check him out, Kenny. He's looking mighty naughty tonight. So I think I have to search through the garage and find a piece of steel. Gotta find a round bar or a piece of round stock to put into here. And I might have found some, maybe I left some right here after the last lathe excursion. Nice, this will work. Okay, just cut some of this off. It's only 11:19. My watch is an hour and 6 minutes off, so it should be 10:13, I think. Something close to that. So that's how I do that math. Let me cut this up real quick. Do a quick little measurement. And we'll go from there. All right, buddy. Gizmo had a bunch of salmon earlier today. He had a little bit of an upset stomach. Oh, I guess he's feeling a little bit better. He's feeling a little bit better. All right. So, I need to make these spacers that will basically support the bottom of this. All right, buddy. You're cool. I need to make 2 spacers that will support this thing right here, this seat pan. Nice. You saw that in theaters, Kenny? That's sick. That is crazy, Kenny. Wish I could have seen that in theaters. So I'm gonna make a couple spacers real quick. Let me grab my. I'll just grab the piece of stock and just measure it and freaking do it like that. How about that? It's not kind of hard to measure it like that. There we go. All right, that's good. Okay, so I'll just slightly cope it. So I'll just keep it like right there. Okay, exact measurements, guys. So if I could just make 2 that are this size, approximately, whatever this size is, 8 inches, I would guess. Yeah, should be good. Just gonna use a grinder real quick and cut this up. Seems to be the easiest way to do it nowadays. I am going to be using the grinder, so if you guys are wearing headphones, I suggest that you cover your ears. I do suffer from male pattern baldness, so if you are noticing the bald spot in my head, I do suggest that you cover your eyes. Just imagine a full head of hair. Imagine Uncle Jesse from Full House. Imagine his head of hair on my head. And you will not be that alarmed. It's actually how I pretty much envision myself every day. So let's do it, guys. Hold up. This is like not a great angle. Let me put it right here. Let me put it like this. 1 second. There we go. Check it out. Cheap Tunes 406. All right. Cheap Tunes. What is Cheap Tunes? I thought it was something that had to do with cheese. That gremlin is spinning me out. Now that is just downright bad. Hey, I hope you're using safety. I am, a little bit. High tolerance screw. I'm using my safety boot to hold the project to cut it. Okay, just gotta cut out one more. I'm actually using ear protection now because someone mentioned it in the comments. So, and I appreciate that because my ears have been messed up from all this abuse. All right, one more cut. I'm gonna put a piece of wood on the ground this time. Make it a little bit easier. All right, got those two cut out. Let me see how it looks. What's going on? Go away. How you doing? Go away. Have you guys ever seen Arrested Development? It's one of my favorite shows. I just thought of that song when they were singing it about Gob. It was run away, get away, get away. For some reason I'll just think of that song randomly in my head. Just maybe once every 3 weeks I'll just think of it. Hopelessly hopeless. It's usually when I'm feeling pretty hopeless. If you guys haven't seen it, it's pretty funny. Okay, they're a little bit long, which is good. That's ideal. So I guess what I will do is I will just focus in on getting these done in the lathe. And let's see. It's going to take me more time to get this all prepped to weld. So it makes more sense to throw it in the lathe. But I guess I could just clean it up real quick and try and maybe make them roughly the same size. And just, yeah, make sure I can get it on there nice and clean. Yeah, let me just clean this up a little bit with a flap wheel. And yeah, we will see how far we can get with it. I'm gonna grab a new flap disc. I think I have one. That's my New Year's resolution. I'm gonna start using all my stuff. I'm gonna start using all my consumables. I'm not gonna wait any longer. I have 100 used flap discs over here, and I can't wait one more day. I gotta start using this junk. Okay. I should just keep a couple up here and not let them leave until I fully kill them. Seems like flap discs never are like Goonies. They just never die. All right. Grab my glasses. I'm going to use the grinder one more time, guys, just for a few more minutes. Yeah, so I'm going to turn your stuff down real quick. You move this camera. It is definitely about 1,000% easier to move with the handlebars installed back on there. Okay, just a little bit more quick work with the grinder and the flap disc. Just gonna try and clean it up real quick in case I do get far enough along where I can weld it. That'd be cool to have everything prepped and not have to use any of the power tools and whatnot, since I don't like to use them too late, and it is semi-early late right now. It's not late, it's early late. All right, let's get to it. Let me grab some pliers to hold on to this with. The wire wheel. Yeah, I think we'll have to use the wire wheel. Dang it. I don't want to use that. Oh well. Gotta use it. Let me actually just take this off real quick. Take the C-pan off. Didn't realize that the music stopped, guys. My bad. Let me start it back up real quick. What in the Mad Max is this? SXCal 7868. It is very astute of you to notice that it is indeed a Mad Max build. It's a little 2008 GY6 Lance Milan scooter. And just trying to get the seat support sorted out real quick. And take the seat pan off so I can clean it off with a weld, or clean it off with the grinder in the event that I can get a chance to weld it. I'd like to have it cleaned up. So I'm just going to remove the seat pan real quick, or just move it actually. I don't even need to fully take it off, I don't think. Just so I can clean up the frame so I can get ready in case I can weld it. Okay, let's put this back. I still have to get the CDI ordered, so I have to figure that out. I'm hoping it's not just something something to do with the wiring, but yeah, maybe there's some more tests that I could do to figure out why it's not sparking still. Seems kind of weird. It does spark right when I turn the key, so that was telling me that it will spark. It just isn't sparking at the right time, or something like that. Let's see. Let's hold this thing up here. Okay. We can move this a little bit. There. That's good enough. Just enough to use the grinder. The grindel, as they say in France. What did Gizmo do? Retro Gizmo actually ate a little bit of some pizza earlier, some pineapple and ham pizza. He did eat after midnight. Sorry, guys. He actually ate it after midnight on Eastern time, so it did not count. He's okay. It did not count, guys. It was non-Pacific Standard Time, so we are in the clear. Gizmo's okay. There is a gremlin here, though. Gizmo's newest roommate. All right, guys, I'm gonna use the grinder real quick. Plug your ear orifices for just a moment. Now, the next step is going to be to put these on the lathe. These little bungs. I have to put this seat back together real quick so that I can make sure everything's all lined up where it needs to be. So that when I put the bungs on there, they'll be in the right position. And there won't be any issue with fitment. I mean, there's going to be plenty of issues with fitment because I have been the one that has made this whole thing. But at least it won't be enough that I can't assemble it and disassemble it. As long as I can do it, then that's all that matters. I'll become this scooter's personal mechanic. It's got to be worked on at Fang's Garage. I'm the only one that could unlock the secrets and the potential of the scooter. And when the apocalypse happens and everything is destroyed and there's a fallout, this will be running in tip-top shape. And it'll be ready to roll out. Gizmo will be hiding in the toolbox. He'll have plenty of Twinkies and snacks. He'll have a little lantern with him. And he'll be hanging out, reading little 3D comic books with his 3D glasses on. I could hold on to my safety goggles for now. I don't think he'll actually wear them. He doesn't like to wear glasses for some reason. I think it's the ears. It's okay. What's this setup? My interest is peaked. XCal. This is a GY6 scooter that I've been working on. Manna from Inbred Heaven. All right. Bro, this is awesome, says Gannon. Reminds me of when I used to steal scooters and strips of plastic off so the police didn't know what the bike was. Nice. You'll know exactly what this thing is then. Oops. You didn't hear that. This is a GY6 scooter. And I rigged up this little jerry can on here as a little storage thing. And basically, you turn the key. These are the brake lights that are on there. And it has this little door that I made for it. Right here. Just like that. And this is like an old gas can. So basically what I'm doing right now, I am fabricating parts for the seat. Tom is here to help. Yeah, so basically, yeah, it's illegal. Basically, it is exactly what Natuck. Yes, that is exactly what I used to, or what it is. It is just a GY6 scooter, a 150cc, essentially little Vespa clone scooter. Took all the plastics off of it and just added on some stuff, but it's all essentially still stock. I just took all the plastics off and I put new plastics on that I like, except it's not plastic, it's made out of metal, and it's an old gas can. So no, it is gas powered. This is a 150cc. It's right here. It's like a horizontal engine. But I made this little seat pan area for the battery, the CDI, the starter relay. What's going on? Joel Downing, 9087. That's funny. XCal says, bro, stop stealing people's scooters, take kids' bikes, and sell the aluminum for $175. Be a man. I like that idea, XCal. Any future mods to the motor plan? XCal, no. So once this is done, I'm going to start working on this bike. This is the chopper that has been sitting in the garage for a while. I made this gas tank and the handlebars for it and put it in this frame. and did a bunch of modifications to make all this stuff work. So this will be the next project, this Ultima chopper right here. And then there's a CB750 right here. That's actually not going to be next. There's a shovel head that I'm going to be working on after the Ultima project. But yeah, I'm not going to do any modifications to the engine, to this thing. I'm going to make a seat, sissy bar, rear little brake light area right here. I'm going to put a brake light. And then I might make another storage thing, not like this, but something smaller right here. That's the future plans for this bike. And then I will make some handlebars, some floorboard type things. I don't know exactly what I'll do with the floorboards yet. Something cool. I'm actually thinking I wanted to, there's a steering wheel that I've been messing with this bike. And I was thinking it'd be cool to make an optional steering wheel package with a foot throttle, like a gas pedal, like a car. I thought that'd be really fun to try and ride. So yeah, I don't know, I might do that. But I did get some really tall ape hangers. I was showing it off on my live yesterday, the 40-inch ape hangers. I was just fooling around. I'm not going to put those on this bike, but I am going to probably put those on my Yamaha Roadstar and actually try and ride with them on there. So that'd be cool. If I can do it, it'll be fun. And will it be dumb? Of course. So got this seat bolted back up. I'm just gonna get these bungs kind of lined up and see what I need to do. Okay, so this one's a little bit long. Yeah, it's a little long. Okay. Okay, I think that'll be good. I don't think I think it'll be fine to just do it like that. And maybe I'll try and coat it a little bit. Yeah, I'll try it like this and see. Okay. Let me hit it with the grinder. It's pretty freaking light. I'll just try and do it on the lathe. See if I can do it. All right, let me move this operation to the lathe portion of the garage. Have to do some maneuvering here. Little negotiations with the garage. That's okay. It's all part of the plan. Fang and his gremlin says, Lizard King Hill. What's going on, Lizard King? Nice, lots of fun. We're going on, says XCal. I try to keep busy, XCal. It's the other jerry can, on the other side. I was thinking about putting the jerry can on the other side, the other one, but I don't like the way it really looks. Got any overall theme you got going on or planned? Do I know where? I have just basically just a kind of crusty Mad Max bike. That's really all I have planned. I just let the bikes kind of do their thing. I don't usually have a theme, really. Do you know who Vercingetorix was? No, I do not. Who is that? Culture? Does someone to know? Vercingetorix. What is that? Explain, Culture. Tell us, Culture. I look it up. He was a Gaelic chieftain that fought Rome. Huh. Did not know that. Interesting. I'll have to look up some more info about him. Fang's father was a master ping pong player. Yes, he was. He was actually, my dad's name was actually Ping. So it was semi-interesting when they were talking about ping pong ping master. So, I mean, it's complex whenever you write it down and you try and really spell it out, ping pong ping. But, I mean, once you say it enough times, it loses all meaning. But yeah, he was actually a ping pong Olympian back in 1996. His name was Ping Fang. That is my last name, which is Fang. So yeah, it was Ping Fang, and he was a ping pong champion back in 1996 in the Summer Olympics. They were in Brazil that year. I believe he was wearing the green and yellow shorts. It was like kind of a theme thing with their team, but of course still rocking the red, white, and blue. And yeah, he was just pam, pop, pop, boom, pop, ping, pong, ping. And I mean, you guys can watch the replay. He actually did his signature dive move where he dove for the ball. But instead of holding the ping pong paddle with his hands, sorry guys, I'm trying to close this box. Paddle with his hands, of course he was doing a signature move, holding it with his feet, like always, flying through the air, ping! And that's how he actually won the finals in the Summer Olympics of '96. It was Brazil, it was hot, it was sweaty, but he was used to the climate. I mean, he was used to being sweaty, he was used to playing ping pong, he was used to eating Cheetos, he was used to drinking Gatorade, and he was pretty much ready for it. He was like, he was really harping on me the week before that because I was begging him to take me to the arcade. He would not take me to the arcade. I said, can you please just take me to the arcade? All my friends are there. He said, no, I'm trying to practice for this ping pong championship. Everyone is not taking me seriously because my name is Ping and I play ping pong and everyone always laughs when they find out. So yeah, there's a whole thing. I'm glad you brought that up, Lizard King. They do call him Gilo. They call him you. Oh my gosh, this blasted phone. Oh, nice. Is this working now? Okay. I guess maybe I will have a little bit better of a chance at seeing what you guys are saying. Let me try and do this real quick, guys. Oh. Worth it. I'll do it later. Turn off the alarm. Sorry guys, I turned on this phone thinking I was going to use it for so I could read the comments, and then I realized, oh, the alarm is going to go off. His paddle broke in '76 Olympics and he used a wooden spoon. Yes, he did. That was actually his MacGyver moment on the MacGyver replay. He freaking grabbed that spoon out of his lunchbox while the ping pong ball was still up in the air. He ran over to his lunchbox, grabbed the spoon, ran back to the match, and freaking hit the ball and won it back in '76. It was incredible. It was on the ping pong playback feature of the Olympics that year. So if you guys want to look it up, of course it was recorded in, it was not the highest quality video footage. So it's a little bit grainy, guys. So you'll just have to kind of use your imagination a bit, but it happened. Trust me, I was there. Of course, I was born back in 1906. And that is why I do look the way that I do. Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. I forgot what I was supposed to be doing, and I was too occupied with all the things that I used to do. All right, let me get this lathe cleared away. Don't worry, guys, I am making progress. I have a hard time enjoying e-bikes when there's so many cool two-strokes out there. It says Farquad 4532. You know what, Farquad? I rode an e-bike one time. It was pretty cool, but it was not a fast one. It was like just a standard one. And I was like, I want to ride one of the real dangerous ones. So I have not had a chance to critique a real fast e-bike yet. But yeah, I like the smell of some two-stroke. Some two-stroke oil. Sometimes I'll just smother some two-stroke oil all over my pillow at night. It's kind of fun. And just kind of douse my pillow in two-stroke oil. It works. I mean, it works for what you need it to work for. You can trust me on that. It does work. Sorry, guys. I know I'm doing a lot of camera swapping and nonsense talking and not much working, but I am trying to get something done. I'm trying to do what I should have done that I haven't been doing, which is moving this stuff away from the lathe so I can get to the lathe. I have to move all my little drawings that I left all over the place. I draw myself childish pictures sometimes, and then put them on the fridge. It's my fun little thing that I like to do. I just draw a picture really badly. Just with some finger paint. Just me and Gizmo come out here, grab some finger paints, grab some garlic butter, grab some freaking Ezekiel bread, and just go to town. And we just come out here and finger paint all night long, and no one's gonna stop us, okay? I'll drink all the freaking Mountain Dew I want, and you're not gonna stop me. If you think you can stop me and Gizmo from doing finger painting and drinking Mountain Dew and giving each other little temple shiatsu massages, you're wrong, okay? Use your telepathic abilities to tell yourself that you're wrong. It's not gonna happen. We're not gonna stop. What's going on? Matthew Kendall. Matthew Kendall's here, guys. Oh, and the deal for real is here. Nice. The deal for real is here. Love the scooter, by the way. It says Farquad. It is a 4-stroke GOI6, correct. Do you want to talk to onions? Says Jeremy. I'd love to talk to some onions. If you do have some onions, I would love to have a quick chat with them. Jeremy, I actually am trying to stay away from onions at the moment, Jeremy. It is not because of the taste, because you and I both know, Jeremy, that I love the taste of onions, but it is mainly just because of the tear duct activation, Jeremy. I mean, it's really because I start tearing up whenever I cut onions, and you know I don't like to tear up. You know I don't like to cry. You know I don't like to watch Marley and Me. You know I don't like to think about my life, okay? I don't want to cry. I don't want to feel things, Jeremy. I just want to have fun time sometimes, Jeremy, okay? I just want to relax, just like you, Jeremy, and just get some things done on the GY6 scooter that is right here, a little Mad Max scooter that I'm trying to work on. But Jeremy, you're over here asking me if I want to talk to onions, and I would absolutely love to talk to an onion right now. I'd love to talk to a white onion, yellow onion. Heck, I'd even have a chat with a red onion if I could, Jeremy, but I have to get this little area right here cleaned out. Let me grab my regular old human mask that I like to wear so I don't startle everybody, because everyone gets so alarmed whenever they see me or they see the fighting jellyfish or they see Gizmo drinking the jellyfish water. Sorry about that, Jeremy. Yeah, I'd love to talk to some onions sometime. There's so many 500-watt e-bikes that are just one tune away from feeling like you're going into light speed. I like the sound of that. I want to try that. Light speed. I love stuff. I love stuff, bro. This is awesome. Thank you, Gannon. My stuff is very fond of you. It was actually telling me the other day. I said, hey, which one of my viewers do you guys like? And one of them piped up. They said, I'm going to elect Gannon. I said, okay. Gannon F3. Are you talking about Gannon F3J? They said, yes, Gannon F3J. I said, okay, perfect. That's a good vote. I'll take that down. I wrote it down. So you've got one of their votes, Gannon. It loves you right back. There's not so much as fast, but just very quick off the line, says XCal. XCal likes to be quick off the line, guys. If there's one thing I know about XCal, and I know a lot, it's that he likes to be quick off the line. Hey? Can't be slow off the line, guys. I'm just trying to talk while I'm cleaning. I promise I'm still working. I can work and talk at the same time. It's not impossible. Whenever you see your boss staring at you at the corner, just like watching you conversate while you're working, and you're like, can you not? I'm able to work. All right, I can work and talk. I can walk and talk, dude. Okay? I can walk, I can freaking roll down the street like in a ball form and freaking still have a full conversation. It'll probably be like about me being in the ball form and how fun it is. But I'll have a full conversation nonetheless. So get off my back, dude. I can make burritos without you watching me like a freaking hawk, man. Back up. Here's a scooter list, guys. In case anyone was curious, I do still have the scooter list and it is almost complete. Sorry. Cal, you've got no clue. I got a 85cc Avenger from Team PKR. It's capable of 65 miles an hour. Okay, and it had a lap time of 125 at Apple Valley Speedway by Kirby himself. We're talking about the pink ball Kirby, of course, guys. He is the guest host tonight. He's going to be flying in any moment. He's got a mouthful of food, and I can't wait to dig in and just jump into his mouth and see what he's got for me. Let's see what kind of goodies he has. I am going, as soon as I see Kirby coming up here, I'm going to take my little hands and I'm going to start just freaking, yes, I cannot wait till Kirby gets here and gives me that food. And I am going to just grab it and I am going to eat every last little bit of that food. That's what I'm going to say. What's going on, JoJo? And XCal. Why are you laughing, buddy? What is so funny? What's going on, JoJo? How are you doing? We are just doing a little cleaning right here in the bottom portion, right here. And we'll be working on this part right here. This part, I'm trying to point, but I have an issue with my hand right now. The scooter, that's what we're going to be working on. But for now, I'm just trying to do a little cleaning so I can use the lathe real quick. Oops, broke the fourth wall. My bad. Didn't mean to ruin the movie magic. I know everyone thought it was really my hands. We all be pretty quick off the line, says Lizard King. Why you have Robin from Teen Titan Baby Hands? Sorry, family, Olila. You caught me with my tiny little hands. I actually have a condition where my tiny little hands, sometimes they'll grow to regular size hands, sometimes they'll stay tiny, sometimes they'll get all tied up in knots, sometimes they'll make rude gestures, sometimes they'll get me in trouble. They'll do all sorts of things. I didn't mean to do that, but I'm sure you know I'm just a human after all. I'm just a mere mortal and not, in fact, a Teen Titan anymore, although I was an actor, background actor in the Teen Titan movie, guys. I was a background actor in a lot of movies. I have 700 movie credits in IMDb, guys. That is why I look so familiar. I was the guy in, it was the John Wick movie. I was the dude with the suit on. It was like in there being like, you better get out of here, John Wick, or else you're gonna get it. I'm pretty sure that wasn't mine. I don't remember. It was quite a while ago. And I haven't talked to Keanu in quite a while. Since he got his motorcycle company started, I said, hey man, we need to get this motorcycle company started. He said, yeah, sounds like a good idea. And that's what he did. I said, all right, man, you're on your own. I got this thing started for you. You got to do it, man. So he took it and ran with it, guys. What can I say? I mean, it's Keanu. He is the chosen one. He is Neo. I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do when Neo comes for you? You can't really do anything, so you may as well just give up. Doodlebug with a 225 motor is silly fun. Fire that bad boy up, says Nick Raul. This one right here, I cannot start up yet. I need to do a little bit more to it, Nick, but I'm pretty close. I just need a primary spacer and just a couple more things for the starter and stuff. I need to make an oil tank and finish up the gas tank. But I could put a different tank on there, especially no brakes. Those are, I once did 25 on a stolen bird scooter. Nice, Lizard King. The fastest that I have ever gotten a motorized bike was on my old Nerve Switchblade 212cc, and I think I got it up to, I think it was 48 with me on it. So that's pretty decent. Somewhere around there. The only way I figured out was riding next to somebody and looking at their speedometer, their digital speedometer on their car. So at the time, I did not even think of having a speedometer like GPS app on my phone. I was just like, what? You can do that? Oh. Okay. Let me move a couple of these things and maybe I'll roll this bike out a little bit. This tank is pretty much ready to go. I'm stoked about this tank. This thing is all good to go. It's all cleaned out. There's not much rust in it. So I could, in theory, mount this thing on here. Let me try it real quick. I've never tried this. Let me take off my tank. My little baby tank that my precious little project that I made. And then put this tank on there. Dang, I mean, I could, in theory, just run it like that. Let's see. Yeah, I could do just some slight modifications to it and just use it like this. That'd be sick. But I feel super unjust about that tank not being done, so there's absolutely no chance. But at least this tank is ready to be hung up and not used for 20 years, I'd say. Something like that. In the tank gallery. Throw it over here for now on the floor. Oh great, it's leaking oil. And speaking of two-stroke oil, it's leaking two-stroke oil. Okay, goodness gracious. Goodness. Put it out here for now. Okay. Let me move some of this garbage out of the way. Sorry guys. I know I'm just hunched over in front of the camera, not really doing much, but trying to get positioned to do something. Okay. All right. Snowmobile engine. Dang, what did I miss? Says Lisa. Lisa. Just getting some cleaning done, trying to get a little access to this lathe. Get some access to the Lady of the Lathe. The Lady of the Lathe is, of course, related to the Lady of the Lake. They're distant cousins, but they are related. They don't talk to each other anymore, although they did used to hang out when they were kids. They used to do all sorts of stuff like run around, watch Little House on the Prairie. They'd make little crafts, little corn husk dolls, things like that. But they stopped talking when they became teenagers and they became too cool for each other. So that is what happens, guys, even with the Lady of the Lathe and the Lady of the Lake as well. Those triples are heaven. It says XCal. XCal loves triples, guys. Me and XCal used to go out and just do triples out on the half pipes at the skate park. We'd do triples on our little e-scooters. We'd be doing triples, doubles. We'd even do some quadruples from time to time if nobody was looking. But of course, it was all in good fun, and nobody ever got hurt, except for the time that Gizmo was out there trying to ride his rollerblades. I said, "Do you know how to use those things?" And he said he did. Of course, he didn't, and it was quickly shown because he fell and he got really hurt. He was not wearing his knee pads or his elbow pads, guys. So it was severe. We had to go to the hospital and then the veterinarian clinic because he was pretty banged up. We are not closed, guys. We are open. Please ignore the sign. It is just turned around because we are in the process of making banana bread. We're making the most gooey, buttery banana bread you've ever seen in your life. It's actually not, you're not actually able to handle it with your bare hands. As soon as you try and pick it up, it's so soggy and delicious. It just kind of melts through your hands. So we actually sell this little webbed glove thing that you can wear to kind of scoop up the banana bread and shovel it into your mouth nonstop because you're going to freaking love it. It's going to be covered in butter and it's going to be all melted all over it. Is it ever going to run, says Brian? Probably not. Brian, I'm trying my hardest. I think I need a new CDI, Brian, to be honest with you. I haven't ordered it yet. I'm going to order it tomorrow, Brian, and then we'll see. Hopefully it runs. Every time I stop using this bike for more than 10 minutes, it stops working for 6 months. So it's a time issue, really. But I am going to get it running, Brian, I promise. That's why I'm not really super concerned about it actually running right now, Brian. I know that it will run when I finally figure out what's up with it. But I know that there's a lot more to do to it right now, Brian. So I'm trying to also just be like, okay, don't worry about that. It's going to start. Just freaking move on. It's like, Brian, when you're taking a test and you have a problem, they say, don't just stick to that problem. Move on, go to the other problems, go back to it. That's what I'm going to do, Brian. All right, Brian, you were actually the first one to say that out of the chat. Someone normally says it much sooner than that, Brian. Without fail, someone brings that up. But you're the first one, I think. The first one I saw, at least. So congratulations, buddy. You have won a prize. Message me on LinkedIn to receive your prize. Fangs Garage, LinkedIn. You didn't see that, did you, Brian? Did you see me just smack the scooter with this motorcycle? Hopefully you didn't see that, Brian, or else your point may have been proven correct. How about that? Move this a bit. What do you think of that, Brian? Or the brake lights? Pretty cool, right? I think it's cool. Okay. Almost there, guys. I promise. We're almost there, Brian. It will work someday. Lizard King says, I've been thinking about all the bugs I ate as a kid. Ate a lot of bugs. Lizard King, I'm right there with you. I used to sit by my back door and just eat ants. It's my favorite pastime as a kid. Just sit around and eat a bunch of ants. It was a lot of fun. I have found that ladybugs were the most disgusting bug to eat. But I mean, you know what? If we're talking mealworms and you got a little garlic or Cajun seasoning on them and they're fried, it's not bad. It ain't bad. Don't knock it until you eat 16 pounds of it. Then you can knock it. Until then, don't knock it. After the 16th pound of mealworms, that's when you really start to get the flavor. That's when you really start to taste it, you know? It's kind of like you eat one and you don't want to just eat one. Art takes time. Thank you, Nick. You get it, Nick. Am I right? I forgot. I was doing the speed painting earlier today, where I paint a masterpiece painting in just 5 minutes. But I forgot to upload that video. But thank you, Nick, for understanding. I appreciate you, buddy. Nick is, of course, right on it. Sorry, guys. Reading through all these motorized bike discussions. I like all this 66cc talk. Nice. That was my first little thing. Was a 66cc on a, I think it was a Diamondback frame, if I remember correctly. But yeah, that was cool. Or no, it was a GT frame. I think it's called a GT Altera, if I remember correctly, with a banana pipe on it. Banana pipe and some little BMX bars, and that's what I was riding around on. And I love that bike. That was such a fun bike. I'd be blasting around on some little dirt whips. Let's talk choppers. Get that thing going, says David Light. David, I'm trying to get it going. Unfortunately, David, I am obliged to finish the other project first. The other project is not mine. It is my buddy's. And I told him I'm going to have it done, and I would guess it's going to be about a month that I'll be completely done with the scooter. Head to toe done, dropping it off. Seems like a long time, but I'm sure it'll pass by quickly. I'm just going to guess. I only work on it 2 hours per day. So, and one of those hours is I cannot use power tools, or I'm choosing not to. I don't want to be a jerk to my neighbors. So, so yeah, it's kind of, I'm trying to get as much done as I can within 2 hours, while also reading through your comments, guys. Trying to touch the moon, Farquad. Some choppers are cool, and that would be 2-stroke choppers. I agree, 2-stroke chopper. It'd be sweet. I saw a pretty cool 2-stroke trike chopper recently. All right. Let me get this thing over with. This is just going to be some basic hole drilling and tapping. Let me grab my tripod real quick. We'll need it. Give me 1 second, guys. Let's see if I got my truck keys here. Nice. I will also grab a little treat for you motorcycle enthusiasts that are going to, if you were not here last night, you're going to love it. Fang is known in some circles as the Bob Ross of custom motorcycles. Yes, I am, Lizard King. I'm glad that you brought that up. I'm known as the Bob Ross of choppers. Thank you, Farquad. I really want to build this little bike I got from the late 60s with a 196 motor. I want to mod out to a 212 like a Predator clone, but I've been caught up with other crap. I know the feeling, X-Cal. Let me go grab something out of the truck real quick. Something cool that you guys will definitely like. If you were not here last night, you're gonna love it. Grabbed it. Staying out of here. All right. This is, of course, I don't know if I should put on this chopper, but I don't think it would work. I think it'd be a little too much. You guys like chopper contraband? Look at these bad boys. I'm gonna put these on this bike right here. This bike is the craziest motorcycle you've ever seen in your life. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna put it on there either. I'm gonna just take them all over the world and show them off. I'm not even gonna put them on a motorcycle. I'm just gonna have them for display. Display purposes only. The 39-inch ape hangers. What's going on, Jeremy? Is that a shovel head? No, Jeremy. It is a Ultima. It is a Evo, essentially, or a Evo clone. Let's see. Let me grab the phone holder right here. Get this set up.
Super fast. It seems like every week there's a new model coming out. So at Veep, we build a place where you can try out.
What's going on, Jeremy? How's your day?
AI playground. You can use Fling, Pixverse, VO3, and all the.
Get this thing set up on the
So you just create
the phone mount on the lathe real quick.
you want to try out, so you can test your idea.
What is this? Is there a tap in my pocket? Tap handle? Alright. Put you guys down. Nice. Good to stay busy, Jeremy. You know how it is. If you're not busy, then you're bored. Fang was the person who suggested to Ben and Jerry that they should team up and make ice cream. Lizard King Hill. I'm really glad that you brought that up. It's a really just a little known fact. I actually got Michael, Ben, and Tim Jerry to get together, and they said, guys, we got to get this ice cream going. I mean, it's kind of it's a given. I mean, you guys are known as the Ice Cream Kings here in Seattle. We got to get this ice cream going, guys. It's not gonna, someone's gonna freaking steal the idea. Someone's gonna get to the Chunky Monkey copyright, and we're gonna be out on billions, guys. And yeah, I actually just got them together. I said, guys, let's get this ice cream thing going. We can't skimp out on the ingredients. We got to get a lot of ingredients in there. And they said, I don't know. I think we should kind of put a little bit of stuff. I said, no, if it is gonna be freaking chocolate chip cookie dough, you better put a freaking 16 entire chocolate chip cookies in there. And they listen to me, so that's why they are where they are. And Lizard King, of course, is a good record keeper of all the stuff that I've done in the past. He is, of course, the co-author of my autobiography. They had to actually spell it like that because of I'm not actually allowed to call it an autobiography. So it's a complex process, guys. It's a big book, 7,000 pages, and it's a big read. So strap in if you're going to try and read it. It's got lots of different manuals inside of it, lots of different tutorials on how to cook different items, how to store different people, and just how to do different things. I mean, it's a real thorough kind of walkthrough process on how to survive living near, on, or through Fang's garage. So let me try and find a little, I guess I'll just use this. I need to find a little piece of something to freaking this darkened thing. No, I won't use that. I guess I'll use this. This little freaking drill bit upside down. I don't know why I continuously do this type of stuff. Sorry, Gizmo. Hang on, buddy. Oh my. Okay, just act like you didn't see that part. We'll just resume. Okay. Just like so. Install this onto here. Working on 2 C10s, 2 Harleys, and a scrap pile from hell. Nice, Jeremy. That sounds like fun. What kind of Harleys are you working on? The title of Fang's autobiography is Cherry Garcia Was My Idea. Yes, it is. I was really glad that Lizard King actually thought of that title. I was going to go with my autobiography title is Cherry Garcia. I can't believe they didn't name it Fang's Garage Crunch. And they said that doesn't even sound remotely good. It sounds like you just made it up off the top of your head. It sounds like you didn't even think about it twice. You just walked in here and just made it up. It doesn't sound like you put any effort into it. You were just on the spot and you just had nothing else to say and you just said it. I said, you're probably right, but is it better than Cherry Garcia? I mean, what the heck is I mean, come on. And they went with it, Cherry Garcia. So, what can I say? I still think my idea was a little bit better, but who's to say? History has already been written, guys, and the Berenstein Bears, it was Berenstein, okay? Don't try and tell me otherwise. All right? I specifically remember asking my mom, is it pronounced like Frankenstein? Like Berenstein Bears? And I don't remember what she told me. But I remember I had that question, okay? So don't try and tell me this nonsense about Berenstain, okay? It's not Berenstain. And you're not going to convince me otherwise, all right? I'll never believe it. I had the books. Let's settle this right now, right here. Let's settle this right now, guys. I need to know what your opinion is. I don't know if I did that poll correctly, guys. I'm gonna guess I did it correctly. I've never done the poll on here before, so you guys are in it. I did one poll once, but I don't know if I did I just did yes or no. I've never tried to put an answer in there. What is the answer, guys? Let me know what your opinion is, please, because I am curious. I don't know if I did that right. Berenstein. I think it's Berenstein, guys. Trying to fix this. It's not standard at all. It's not. It should be. Berenstein says Richard Brandon. In chapter 43 of his autobiography, he describes telling them to name it Hot Pocket instead of Pizza Brick. And well, the rest is history. Yes, you are correct. And Crypto Cream says Fruit of the Loom has the cornucopias too. Crypto Cream. It was the cornucopia. I remember it. I didn't mean to get that up close and personal. But I do remember it. Cryptid. Crypto Cream. Xcal says I'm in the wrong reality. You're in the only reality that exists right now. Xcal, and that is Fang's Garage reality. Still a little bit jacked up. Let me just see how it looks. Put it on the scooter real quick. Get it, says Floki's Angels. Guys, if you want to go check out some cat content, go check out Floki's Angels. They're on the cutting edge of cat technology. And they're going to be going live in 20 minutes, guys. You know what? Xcal. It's okay. We will accept you in the Bears universe. Oh, shoot. Send ladders. Sorry, guys. I'm trying my best not to curse. I'm trying hard. It's hard. It just almost just comes out. Trying not to. Trying to practice a little self-control. But when you do almost fall, it's a little bit hard. Guys, when I'm out here in the other realm of the outside world, I'm going to be using my whisper voice. So hopefully it will counteract the loud voices for me. 5 feet away inside the garage, there's actually an invisible sound barrier here at the garage door. Okay, this is perfect. It's absolutely perfect. It could not be more perfect. Yeah, when I tell you it's going to be more perfect, I mean, it could not be more perfect. Except for that part where it just dropped. I could have made that a little bit better, but it's okay. I could probably, I'm probably actually gonna cope it a little bit, so that it's gonna fit on there a little bit better. I won't be doing that until tomorrow because I will have to use a grinder for that. I guess I probably shouldn't put this down because I need it for reference. But what I will do for now is I will at least try and get these made so I can get them all prepared for tomorrow. drill some holes, tap it out, do all that. So let's do that. Get the chuck on there. Good old chuck. Berenstain says X. It says 8 spaz. What are the names about new to channel? That is just a question, Mitch, on which you remember, the Berenstain Bears or the Berenstein Bears. Which ones do you remember? The books, if you remember those books. I'm curious. I remember it as Berenstein Bears. And a lot of people are saying the Berenstain Bears. Lizard King says he also was quoted telling a turtle in the street, "Slow down, kids live on this street." That is right, Lizard King. We actually had a big turtle infestation back in the late 70s. And they were actually, because of a large oil spill down the street, they were slipping and sliding all over the place. They're going really fast. I said, "What is this, Mario Kart? What the heck's going on around here? Slow down. There's freaking kids that live here." And I freaking sat there and I thought, wow. My uncle actually owns a blow mold company, and I could just make these signs. Maybe I can make these signs like with a turtle that says "Slow down. Kids live on this street," with a little flag. And I talked to my Uncle Steve. I said, "Hey Steve, do you think that you could set this up for the blow mold machine?" And he said, "Sure, it's going to cost you $80,000. I said, "Well, it's not that much when you really consider how much it's worth in the end." And he said, "Yeah, give me the $80,000. So I basically just started just stealing Penny Saver ads, and I would cut out the coupons for rebates. I did this big long rebate scam. It was a pyramid scam. It lasted about 17 years, but I finally got that $80,000, and I freaking did it, guys. I invented the freaking little plastic sign that says "Slow down. Your freaking turtle children live here."
On HBO Max.
I said freaking slow down. Are you serious? I don't care if you're driving a Hyundai Sonata. Slow down, dude. 10 miles an hour is 10 miles an hour. I don't care if you don't live here and you're only here to visit your cousin. Slow down. Kids live here. And adults. I'm going to make actually a new sign series. This is "Slow down. Adults live here too." Okay? I'm an adult and I don't want you to be driving so fast. Not unless I'm driving fast in the car with you and I'm saying, "Slow down. You're crazy, dude. You're driving too fast." But go faster. Put on the turbo mode. Let's see what happens. Gonna do a little center drill. Hopefully. Put a smaller one on there. I guess the boat is in, guys. It is Berenstain Bears. I am clearly about to start dissipating and fading away into dust, like the Infinity Gauntlet was just snapped. Fingers are just snapped. It disappeared. So I'm clearly about to be teleported to the alternate dimension. And it will be a different channel called Things Garden, and it will be all about my gardening series, where I'm just planting little plants with Gizmo. And I don't know why I took this one. I should have just left this. That's fine. Just planting little plants, being little Johnny Appleseed, and just having fun. You know, just really grounding ourselves. We walk around barefoot. We have a little fairy garden that we've been working on. We have a freaking pineapple tree that's growing out back. We have a freaking lemon bush that's growing out in the front yard. We have a freaking grape tree that is growing out of the one of the gutters next to the house, the rain gutters. It happens, guys. With enough soil in the rain gutters, you can grow a small grape tree out of there. It's not a big deal. It's not going to freaking yield you anything kind of crazy amount of grapes. It'll probably freaking give you about 6 bushels of cotton candy grapes. That's it. I mean, if you water it twice a year, it'll take you about 8 years. You'll get about 4 bushels. So you do the math, see if it's worth it to you guys. I, of course, run the biggest rain gutter garden center here in southern Kansas, and we're selling basically raised garden beds that fit in your rain gutters. Call them raised gutters. We're raising the bar on rain gutters. What's going on, Dub Sack? How you doing, buddy? Dub Sack's here, folks. We're in it to win it. Killing getting 8 more teeth pulled tomorrow. Dang, man. Nice. What are you, are you gonna get a bridge or something, or what are you gonna get done? You gonna get a diamond grill, like we've been talking about? Dubsack is about to get a diamond grill, guys. Very excited. It's gonna spell out Dubsack 420 all in his teeth. It's gonna be sick. Blizzard King says he wants the Blizzard upside test to an Arby's chocolate shake. Update did not end well. Exactly, Blizzard King. Blizzard King was there to actually witness that. It was the chocolate vanilla swirl shake. I said, I'm pretty sure this is the one where you can hold it upside down and it'll just stay inside the cup. And Lizard King said, no, I don't think that's the one that does it. I think that's Dairy Queen. I think you're going to freaking do that. I said, be quiet. I know what I'm doing. And I freaking tried it, and it got all over my head. So, Lizard King was right again, guys. As usual. Lizard King was right again, guys. I mean, you heard it here first. Doctors found the source of an infection and couldn't get rid of it, so I got to get them all pulled so it doesn't attack my aorta again. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Was the infection in your on your teeth? That's pretty rough, man. I'm glad that you're getting it taken care of, though, man. I know, man. I hope everything goes well. I'm sure it will. I'll pray for you, man. Like I said, I don't know if I've ever actually told this story, guys, but I had some real severe back problems, and I still kind of do, I think. My spinal column is essentially being pinched because my vertebrae are like shifted off of there. So, yeah, my back is jacked up. I did not do anything but pray about it. I went to the doctor, tried all sorts of different things, and nothing was working. No steroids, nothing was working. Literally prayed about it. Next day, woke up and was able to partially sit up, which I hadn't been able to do for a long time. And then basically got better over months and months. And then I was able to pick up my son and throw him around and punch him and kick him and body slam him and show him how to do the Stone Cold Stunner. And yeah, you know, I can do all that stuff now. I didn't do anything but pray about it, guys. So it's probably worth trying, at least trying it. I mean, what's it gonna freaking hurt? Might as well try it, right? But yeah, I will pray for you, buddy. And I hope that everything gets better. And I'm sure it will. I'm sure your surgery will go well. And I'm sure that you are going to wake up mid-surgery and start lifting weights and freaking pumping iron and getting freaking ripped, dude. I have a feeling that you're going to be bouncing back harder than ever. And they're going to be like, how did he freaking bounce back so hard? And they'll be like, it's Dubsack, dude. Yeah. That's all I did, man, and that's really what worked. So I give God all the credit. I didn't do crap, dude. All I did was complain. All I did was whine and complain about it. Bed. Oh, that's weird. It just reset. Yeah, I could not get up out of bed pretty much. I had to crawl to the coffee pot in the morning. Yeah, I agree, man. God is good. God is great, says Dubsack. Dubsack knows what's up, guys. He knows what's up. And also Dubsack says, really hope so. It's my second one. It's going to go great, man. You're going to be fine. And actually, I believe they said that you are going to be you're going to be freaking ripping down the street on choppers, and Gizmo's going to be there to cheer you on, Dubsack. He's going to be there to get you some Chipotle when you get out. He said he does not care what the doctor says. Yeah, he doesn't care if the doctor says you can't have Chipotle. He's going to still get you some Chipotle, and he'll get you the freaking whatever you want. Chicken burrito. He said anything but the fake meat. He said he won't get you that. That's okay. It's a gift. He's allowed to make demands. It's his gift that he's getting for you, Dubsack, whenever you are all squared away and finished up. And it's not really up to you, Dubsack. You can't really make demands if someone's giving you a Chipotle gift. All right, you can tell them what you want, but you can't break the rules when it comes to not buying the fake carnitas. It's not going to happen, Dubsack. I'm sorry. I know that's what you were hoping for. Yes. Okay. Well, looks like Berenstein won, I guess. I have no idea. I have no idea. I can't tell what that tutorial did. I have no idea if not the tutorial, if the poll worked. I don't know how to do polls, guys. Sorry, don't hire me to be a poll worker. Not that poll worker. Not a voting poll worker. I'll go work as a poll attendant at a tetherball court. I'm actually a tetherball champion, if you guys did not know that. Worked at the tetherball leagues back in the early 80s. They were trying to integrate roller skates with tetherball. I said, nope, not happening. Sorry, guys. Too dangerous. We're going to save that for a different sport. We did not get around to inventing it, but we're going to still try. It's going to be a mixture of roller derby and ice hockey, along with a little bit of downhill snowboarding, greased up. So it'll be interesting. being picked up by ESPN, I think. His wrestling tutorials caught the eye of Randy Macho Man Savage, and they teamed up to win back-to-back tag team championships at SummerSlam 92. You were right about that. I actually, after the wrestling tutorials, I talked to Randy. I said, hey, what do you think about the beef jerky market? Or are you looking to tap into that or what? And Randy said, oh, yeah. That was the best I could do, guys. But that's what he said, and I said, let's do it. Let's get Ashley Land involved with Slim Jim and say, freaking Slim Jim, step up your game. We need to get Randy Macho Man Savage and Ashley in there and get them on a marketing freaking frenzy. And that's what they did, guys. Randy freaking got his signature look squared away. He got on the tour bus and started signing autographs. I hopped actually on the Oscar Mayer Wiener motorcycle and started riding through America and touring through different states alongside the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. And guys, it was a great career choice. My uncle is an old trapper. Nice, Ashley. Ashley said the magic word, guys. She said the word trapper. And that means we are going to activate the trap card and grab the little trap right here. I have, of course, caught a couple of animals with this, Ashley, and I've been bitten every time I've caught something with it. Last time I caught a this little sort of little troll type thing. It was crawling around underneath the mobile home that we have on one of our properties. I said, is this a little troll thing that's trapped in here? It bit me. My skin started turning green instantly all around the bite. I'm not sure if it was because of the troll or because I was kind of had a little bit of a gangrene infection. But either way, check it out, Ashley. An old trapper. Is that the kind of trap that your uncle was? Is that the sort of trappings that he would do? Would he trap little animals like this, like Gizmo? With a old trap like this? What do you think, Ashley? Is this the type of trap that your uncle... I'm going to guess your uncle's name was Ron. R-O-N. Ronald. Let me know in the comments, Ashley, if it was Ronald. If it was, you owe me big time. I mean, big time. You're gonna have to I'm gonna need at least some sort of milkshake compensation for that correct guess, because if it is Ronald, here we go with this trap. Let's see if I can set it up without setting off my hand. Oops, okay. I wonder if this would hurt that bad if I stuck my hand in it. It's kind of hurting bad now that my thumb is partially stuck in it. You see, this goes here, like that. There we go. I'm sure Ashley is probably doing a face palm, like that is not how you set up that trap. There we go. It's all set up. He's from the Beef of Vaumarshall. Oh, okay. Dude almost lost a thumb. Should I try it, guys? I think I want to try it. I don't think it would hurt that bad. Okay, this is not even... Oh, it's because that spring has it. Should I try it? I don't think it would hurt that bad. Give you $1, Rob? I don't need no $1, Rob. But it's sure, why not? I'll stick my freaking hand in it. I'll just do a little quick hand punch in it. I highly doubt it'll do anything. Guys, beef jerky, Co-Marshall TV. Wow, Ashley. Huh. Interesting. I'll have Gizmo here to referee. And to keep an eye on things and make sure that everything pinky toe. All right, Rob, let's do it. Let's see exactly what happens. You guys have seen those videos where those guys are doing a little thing where they try and pull the thing out and it's got thumbtacks on it. I'm actually gonna do it. I'm gonna freaking stick my pinky in 5 seconds. I am gonna stick, no, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do my pinky, but I'll just quickly stick my hand in there. I'm not afraid. I highly doubt it'll do enough damage for me to really complain about it for too long. So it'll be a quick little jab in there. I'll just stick my hand like this. That might actually freaking jack my hand up. I'll stick my hand in like this. I think my knuckle could take it. I'll do a quick little punch. Old Trapper Beef. All right, see you later, Rob. Oh, it wasn't that bad. I'll do my fingers in it. It doesn't have that much strength, guys. It's not like a huge trap. I think it's a snare. I'll stick my fingers in it. Oops. It doesn't have that much tension, guys, because it's probably because it's just so old. Let's see. Let's try and straighten it out a little bit better. All right, let's do it. Stick the old 2-finger in and see if I can freaking. I'll do it like this. It'll probably hurt a little bit less. Waking his wife up. We need to go to the ER. Carrying a pinky on a Ziploc. Let's see if it'll cut my pinky off. Oh gosh. Oh, okay. That thing is sharper than I thought. Oh, shoot. Oh, my gosh. It actually did cut in my hand. I didn't think it would cut into it, but it did. No, I'm just kidding. It's fine. No big deal. It is kind of semi-stuck in there, though. And the dilemma is I have to push down. Okay, got it out. It's not that bad. His name is Harlan, and a snare is a loop. Ashley, you are so much more knowledgeable on this than me. I'm going to look it up. Harlan. Okay. Sorry, Wandering. It wasn't that bad. Gizmo dared me, and he thought I wouldn't do it. Boy, was he wrong.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working.
Sorry, guys. I was wanting to do that for a while. I guess I finally did it. I said this is the year I'm going to be using my consumables, and gosh darn it.
Inventory trackers, onboarding tools.
Well, you know more about it than I do, Ashley. I did not know what a snare was. I thought that was a snare.
So let's make it. Pro tip to draft the
I guess I'm going to have to brush up on my trapping knowledge.
Here it is. Everything I laid out in detail as it goes. This is pretty awesome, but I want to make it playful.
Yeah, that would have sucked if I would have chopped my finger off, Lizard King. If I would have had a stronger one. I did see a really strong trap at the swap meet the other day, and I thought, man, that thing looks like it would definitely do some damage. But yeah, luckily that thing is not too strong. All right, need a slightly larger drill bit. Next time, you'll have to roll a D20 for initiative. I'll have to do that. I'll have to do a little rolling next time. I try not to roll too often, but I do roll from time to time. Usually when I'm in a ball shape, or whenever I get inside a giant tire, or whenever I'm... oh, great. Here we go. Here we go with the beeping. Sorry, guys. I have to try and retrieve a different drill bit. I will put the trap back for now until I need to catch a small animal again. I did catch a large animal the other day, but unfortunately I will have to do a little catch and release with this animal here because it is not actually up to snuff. It is a little bit non-functional and a little bit beyond my scope of ability to fix it. So this will go back to its owner. And although it has grown quite attached to me, I did name it Mary. It was actually going to become one of my new friends and the new co-host of Fang's Garage. But unfortunately, she's going to be going back home. Sorry, guys. Mary is going back home. And maybe I'll find a new Mary someday. A non-broken Mary. Mary worked for a few seconds and then stopped working. So I'm not going to deal with that. Sorry if you guys are already semi-attached, but I cannot summon another project currently. If I do, I will be banished to the Shadow Realm. I will not get the Magic Magician card or the Dark Magician card. Magic Magician card. That's actually an even rarer card. I will not get the Time Wizard card like I've always wanted. My favorite card, of course. But let's see. This looks like it's pretty close. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to make sure I have the right drill bit. Try this and see. I don't know. I'll try it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If it doesn't work, I'll swap the thing over. I'll swap the bung over and use the other side and make it work. Lizard King says, bought my wife the Barna pistol a few years back. She accidentally shot me in the chest with a pepper ball. I was standing 3 feet away and broke a rib. Most embarrassing hospital trip, and that is why she got that and not a real pistol. Oh man. So X-Cal. I want to talk about that Barna pistol. I was looking at that thing, Lizard King. I'm interested. What all bikes and vehicles do you have? Just ones in the garage. X-Cal. If we're talking about full projects that I have, there is the list of the CB750, the Ultima 127 chopper. Those two you've seen. The scooter that you've seen. There is also a 81 shovel head that I'll be working on in the future. That's the project after the Ultima. There's also a 1990 EX500, basically a Kawasaki Ninja, that I'll be turning into a Mad Max bike, or something of the sort. And then also there is a Kawasaki Vulcan and a little dirt bike that I was working on. Those two are pretty much finished. Those will be going back to their owner. But my personal bikes, I also have a Yamaha Roadstar, a BMW 1994 K1100 LT touring bike, a 1988 Suzuki Savage, and then also a XS 650 that's been big board, 750 rephase. That's it, X-Cal. I had a crazy neighbor with one. Then he threatened to shoot my dog with it because it peed on a fence. Don't do bath salts and crack. Yeah, definitely don't do both of those. Maybe not one or the other either. Thank you, X-Cal. It's mostly metric bikes, with the exception of the shovel head, I think. And the Ultima is kind of a metric bike too. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna have to wait on this spacer. It's already past midnight and Gizmo wants some chicken nuggets from McDonald's, and I don't think that they're open still, but I'm gonna try and place a mobile order because he is hungry. We'll see. I'm going to have to basically pause on the spacers and stuff. Let's see. The pistol is legal in all states and needs no registration. Honestly, a great choice for a woman with no firearm experience. All right. Lizard King. I was looking at the, do they sell the rubber ball one where it shoots a rubber ball? I was thinking, I wonder how hard it would be to make a metal ball. Do you use cutting fluid or a little bit of used motor oil when cutting X-Cal? I do normally use like some, right now I use some like motor oil, and it has a little bit of two-stroke oil in there too, that I just have laying around. So that is what I used. That's what I normally use, or just some kind of oil, some sort of power steering fluid or something like that. I think it's just giving me a hard time because I'm trying to go up like 2 sizes. So let me just set this out here. Yeah, I'm trying to go up like 2 sizes. I know I shouldn't. I'm like trying to go way too fast. So yeah, that's why it's going all buck wild and crazy. But also, I have not taken any time to sort out my drill bits. So I need to do that so that I can use the right drill bits. I'm not sitting there jumping 3 sizes. They use kinetic balls, but I think California won't sell the tear gas or pepper balls anymore. Oh man, that's what it was. It was tear gas. That's the one I wanted to try. That's lame. Oh well, this stupid thing is not coiled up right. There we go. Perfect. I am going to try and do a little cleaning because I want to make sure that the next time we go live I don't have to move all this stuff. Hopefully this thing will... Let me check my phone and make sure it's not going to die. Okay, I think it'll be good. Let's see. X-Cal says, I just found you today and I'm loving watching this. Honestly, it's a vibe. Nice watching someone not just all talk and actually do work, unlike some family members. I know. X-Cal, shots fired. Watch out, family members that are all talk and no movement. You better start moving, or X-Cal is going to be there to freaking kick you in the behind and say, get a move on. Yeah, X-Cal, normally I do go live a little bit earlier. And thank you. Thank you for the kind words, X-Cal. I am trying to get stuff done best I can. I do go live pretty much every night except for Thursdays at 9:30. California, I think it's Pacific Standard Time, 9:30. And we are actually open in several locations. One of them is in the northern part of Alaska, right where they filmed Life Below Zero. We know Sue, we know the polar bears, we know the penguins, and we have extra warm sleeping bags for Gizmo because it gets a little cold at night. It gets a little bit chilly. One of our other locations is in 357 Double West Street, New York. It's where we make the banana bread. The sweetest banana bread you've ever had in your life. Of course, smothered head to toe in butter. That's how we like it here at Fang's Garage. Everything must be covered in butter, including all of our guests. It's actually one of our things that we do for the vetting process. for our guests. We see have them sign a paper saying they're okay to be completely smothered in butter at any moment without notice or warning. And for the most part, most of the guests agree to it. Mike Tyson was not game. He said, I don't want to be covered in no butter. I said, okay. I said, you still want to come on? He said, no. I said, okay, fair enough. I'm not going to argue with you. You're Mike Tyson. Me and Mike Tyson used to do a lot of training together back in the day. Just a lot of footwork, mostly just dancing. I was his personal salsa dancer, his salsa dancer trainer. So I mean, he loved it. He was a great dancer, guys. Once you were beyond the being kind of jarred by the face tattoos, he was a great dancer. Mike Tyson. We want their names. Give us your family's names. Great stream. See you in the next one. Hopefully, get some good food for Gizmo. Have a good one, guys. See you later, X-Cal. See you on the next one. He's got a mean two-step, but Mike Tyson, he does. You wouldn't believe it. Mike Tyson's actually great at swing dancing. All the upper body strength, he could really grab me and twirl me around. He's flipping me, flopping me around the back, underneath the legs, swoop around. I grabbed onto his hands. He pulled me up underneath his legs. Mike Tyson himself, guys. I mean, he's really strong, so he could throw a guy like me around pretty easily. But, you know, I'll take credit for the training for the dancing. I mean, I did teach him how to dance. When you guys see him on Dancing with the Stars, you'll know. You'll know where you got the moves from, guys. It's all about the footwork, guys. It's really just all about the footwork. Because that's what, if you can get the footwork down, the arms just start moving by themselves. I mean, it's just basic math, guys. It's not rocket science here. It's just dancing. Okay, gotta do a little maneuvering here with the Garahe. You know it, Dubsack. Dude beat up a motorcycle gang and took their bikes, says Platinum Player. That is right. I actually freaking beat up a whole motorcycle gang the other day. They were called the Boot Scooters. I said, what are you guys doing in my freaking turf, dude? You know this Froyo stand is my turf, dog. Get the heck up out of here, dude. Before I freaking put some toppings on your frozen yogurt that you don't want. Alright? I'll put the toppings on that you don't want, dog. So you better back up. And they backed up. They got out of there. I beat them up. I said, give me those bikes, too. They said, these are bikes. I said, give me the bikes. And give me that yogurt. They had granola on their frozen yogurt. Can you believe that? I think you can get some freaking granola on there, dog. You know I love granola on my froyo. Give me that. Me and Randy Macho Man Savage were like, give me that freaking yogurt. Ever since I got kicked out of the Go-Gurt convention last year, I've been kind of pissed off. So, I'm sorry about the attitude shift, guys. I'm just a little bit beside myself since I haven't had a Go-Gurt about 8 months. I'm banned from the Go-Gurt convention. I was banned from the Go-Gurt convention, and then I was trespassed from the Uncrustables convention. How about that, huh? I'm sick of this, huh? This food industry has to be stopped, guys. I can't handle it anymore. I can't handle the lies. I can't handle the deceit. I can't handle the deception. When it comes to the food industry, guys, I need some freaking accountability from these food industries. I need them to own up. I need them to modify the nutritional labels, and I need them to reflect just how tasty the food is, okay? I'm talking about a tasty meter. I need a little tasty scale. I need a little tasty nutritional label. I want to know if it's savory. Is it sweet? Is it freaking for a movie time snack? Is it for hanging out and in the garage and getting freaking, like, I don't want to have Cheetos when I have hands that look like this, okay? You know it's true. You know it's accurate. Right now, the premium snack that I would like to be having is most likely some chocolate milk. I mean, it's not freaking rocket science, guys. Use the algorithm, tap into AI, and freaking figure out what kind of snacks you should be having. That's the dilemma that I'm having, guys, and I've been really stressed out about it. I've been talking to my doctor about it. He said, why are you making up all these problems in your life? I don't understand what your problems are. You said that you used to work at the freaking Tic Tac factory at quality control. I don't believe you. My doctor was basically calling me a liar. He said, why would they have you and some little mythical creature, Gizmo, of course, why would they have you guys inspecting Tic Tacs individually? It doesn't make any sense. They have machines that could do that. And I tried to explain to him, I said, there's really specific specifications when it comes to Tic Tacs, especially orange Tic Tacs. They are held at such a high regard amongst the snack community. And it's such a staple in the snack community that really they have to be perfect every time, guys. We do random inspections nationwide. It's actually a company that I started with my aunt Cynthia. It's called InspecTech. It's actually really hard for people to find it on the internet. It's called InspecTech. It's InspecTech. InspecTech. And basically, we just go around and do different inspections on different things. I mean, we've done inspections on Snickers. We've done inspections on Tic Tacs. We've done inspections on Big Macs. We've done inspections on Zigzags. I mean, you name it, we've inspected it. I even inspected a guy that was running a little fruit stand. I said, what are you doing with all this fruit? This looks delicious. Could I have some? He said, yes. Do you want tahini on that? I said, yeah. Do you have that plum stuff? He said, yeah. I said, okay, I'll take that too. Pass inspection, flying colors. Steven says, I love your gremlin. There's two, Gizmo on the bike closest and Stripe on the front bike. Devin, I think that you're forgetting. Devin, okay? Devin, there's more than two, all right? You forgot that I spilled a little bit of eggnog on Gizmo, and then this guy popped up. And he's been hiding in the garage, and he said he can't wait for freaking Christmas next year. So this is what happens when you spill a little tiny drop of eggnog on a Mogwai. They multiply, and they do things, and they have secrets, and they help make Christmas gifts, and they freaking start to bug Santa, and they start to eat his snacks, and they start to not put the toilet paper roll back on the freaking toilet paper thing. And then they start to freaking leave the toilet paper up on the sink, on the ledge. And that's what they do. And they never clean up after themselves. They constantly just eat all the Twinkies, and they never tell anybody when they eat the last one. And they just leave the empty box there. And they... Oh! Sorry, guys. Okay, got that all squared away. Fruit scam, yes, exactly, Kelly. The fruit, that's how they get you every time. David says, David Copperfield. David Copperfield is here, folks, along with Stephen Hooks. How you doing, Stephen? The gremlin is, of course, one of the co-hosts of Fame's Garage, along with Courtney here, who's of course attention hog at times, but she does get the job done for the most part. She inspects things from a aerial view. She makes sure that everything is good to go. She makes sure that no one is hiding down below. And that everything is where it needs to go. And that there is lots for us to show. Guys, Courtney is here. Gizmo's here. The Gremlins are here. The Cyclops. The Cyclopean Council have spoken, guys. They've chosen me to become the last known real Cyclops. In this dimension, at least. And I'm okay with that. But guys, I'll be live again tomorrow night, 9:30. I'll be here with Gizmo. I'll be here with Tommy Boy. I'll be here with Courtney. I'll be here with the Banana Bread and the Scooter and the Chopper, and with some more motivation and some more inspiration and some more constipation if I don't stop eating. You know I gotta eat me some cheese. I'll eat Gouda cheese, I'll eat goat cheese, I'll eat freaking cheese off the back of a freaking cinnamon bun that's been sitting in the bed of a F-150 all day. I'll freaking eat it, and I'll enjoy it, and I'll love it. And you can't stop me. You can't tell me not to love eating cheese, because I do. And I really won't stop. If that was your whole motivation for stopping by, is to convince me to stop eating cheese, I'm sorry, but it's not going to work. It's one of my core food groups. It's basically the entire food pyramid. It is solid cheese block. And of course, I did have the big sponsorship in the late 90s. From the String Cheese Company. I was actually sponsored when I was in the X Games doing freestyle BMX riding. It was a lot of fun. I was doing all sorts of stuff. I was mainly into basket riding. If you guys have never checked out my videos when I was in the X Games doing the BMX freestyle basket riding, basically I was riding on a BMX bike on different jumps and stuff in the basket, in the front basket of a bicycle, like E.T. I was on the front of that bicycle saying, phone home, let's freaking do a backflip. And that's what I did on the BMX bike in the X Games. Like E.T. in the front, I freaking did a freaking backflip onto a handstand and freaking grinded the pegs all the way home. I freaking jumped out of my spaceship and went all the way back to the Berenstein Bears dimension, where a Fruit of the Loom has the cornucopia, okay? That's the dimension I went back to. And I was very happy there. And then I got sucked into a black hole and came here. You got any He-Man or Thundercats? David, I do not. Sorry about that. Lucy, I'm glad to see you're still here, Lucy. Dude, are those pickles on your dryer? Yes, they are pickles. I actually have been pickling a lot of stuff, guys. Me and Gizmo here, we run a small pickle company where we can pickle anything that you can think of. We actually have been doing... Sorry about that. I didn't mean to just cut away from that. Just don't ignore that. We actually have been running a big pickle company ever since Tom has had this little bit of a skin condition right here. His scales are starting to kind of get discolored, and they said that pickles are actually a really good thing for that, guys. But me and Gizmo were pickling a lot of stuff. We actually, last night, as a matter of fact, Steven, we added a little bit of pickle to the Fighting South African Jellyfish little puddle there. Gizmo's favorite drink, guys. He loves sipping on the jellyfish juice. He loves to just stare into it and get lost in the sauce. And look at those old venomous jellyfish fighting. But yeah, we added some pickles to that, guys. Pickle juice. I actually got it from Chick-fil-A. I said, hey, is there any way I can get some of that pickle juice that you guys have? They said, yeah, sure. They gave me some. I said, thank you very much. They said, my pleasure. They said, what are you going to do with this? I said, I'm going to add it to my fighting jellyfish tank so that I can have Gizmo have a little sip. They said, I don't think that's a good idea. I said, too late. Take a sip. Well, I don't know what's going to happen, guys. Normally, he does not drink that much, but we'll see. The jellyfish are, again, highly venomous. They are from South Africa. They were $6,000 to get this actual double filtration system with the photon slicer. It was an additional $180,000. So I'm still paying it off. Sorry about that, Steven. I completely forgot about the rules. I was seduced by the sweet eyes of the little dancing raisin over there. I don't know what I was thinking, Steven. Sorry about that. Gizmo is, of course, starting to... You just step on that. You see that? Don't look at that, okay? Why are you looking at this? There's a bunch of puppets. Don't worry about that. Okay. That's good. It's still good. Just press the box a little bit. Mac and me. Yes, exactly. It is all about mac and me. Guys, it is all about Kraft macaroni and cheese. We really boil it down, okay? My uncle was the inventor of the Kraft Easy Mac macaroni and cheese, the one you put in the microwave. And that is why I have so much money to spend on all these projects. I spent $6,000 on this scooter, and these 40-inch handlebars were $10,000. I just bought them yesterday. So, yeah, that's what happens when your uncle invents Kraft macaroni and cheese, the Kraft Easy Mac. I said, let me get some of that Kraft Easy Mac money, Uncle Steve. He said, you never believed in me. I said, what? He said, you never believed in me when I said, maybe we should try and make macaroni and cheese microwavable. I said, what are you talking about, Uncle Steve? I believe in you. He said, well, you did not. He said, I remember it. It was Christmas Eve, 1998. We were sitting around the fire, the freaking fire around Christmas at the fireplace, of course. And I said, you know what? Maybe we can freaking make macaroni and cheese microwavable. And you said, are you stupid, Uncle Steve? You could never, ever make the technology that would be necessary to make macaroni and cheese microwavable. It's not going to be possible, Steve. Are you okay? Like, are you losing your mind or what? I know it's Christmas time. I know you're stressed out because of the holidays, but you're over here rambling on and on about macaroni and cheese being microwavable. Are you serious, Steve? And he said, yeah, I think we can make it microwavable. And that's actually what he did. He freaking went to Kraft Macaroni. He said, hey, look, guys, I have this thing. I have this idea. Okay? Just hear me out. I know this sounds crazy. We can make it microwavable. And they said, who are you? Who let you in here? He said, my name is Steve. I'm actually a food engineer. I have 8 years of college experience through community college, but I've been working really hard. I've been working on this thing. It's a new powder. You add it to the macaroni and cheese. Okay, you got the dried macaroni. You have this powder that you add in there, and you add water in there. You throw it in the microwave. And you microwave it, and it works. It will cook the macaroni in the microwave. They said, oh, okay, that's insane. There's no way that's going to work. I highly doubt that's going to work. But they gave him a chance. They said, let's see it. And they said, okay. And he brought out his little cup. A homemade Kraft Easy Mac cup that he had made. It was crude construction, obviously. It was cut out of another container. But he brought it and he said, hey, how about this? He put the noodles in there. He put his little powder mix in there. They said, okay, genius, how are they going to know how much water to put in there? Because when he poured the water in, he knew exactly how much to put in. They said, how is the customer going to know? He said, we'll put a fill line on there. They said, fill line, what do you mean? He said, a little line that's going to be on the outside of the cup. It's actually on the inside, but it's kind of pressed in. They said, just fill it up that line, you'll be good. They said, okay, Einstein, let's see it then. He filled it up with water to the fill line, threw it in the microwave, minute 10 seconds, took it out, threw in the cheese mix, mixed it up. It was done. Kraft Easy Mac was born. He sold a patent for $150 billion to Kraft. And you know what? Come to find out later on, after talking to one of the CEOs, they said they would have paid more. They said 150 billion was easy for them to pay out. So they won. My Uncle Steve won. Ultimately, I won. Flight of the Navigator, exactly. This seems a little too much for handlebars. Someone rip you off, Steven? I hope not. I really hope not. Stax says, do you work for Liberty Outdoor Services? Yes, I do work for Liberty Outdoor Services, guys. I've actually been working for Liberty Outdoor Services for about 15 years, guys. And basically what I've been doing at Liberty Outdoor Services is I have been out on the corner of 5th and Broadway. I have a Lady of Liberty costume on. I have the taxes sign, and I'm going like this all day long. Liberty Outdoor Services. It is outdoor services because I am outdoors when I'm spinning the sign. But when you get your taxes done, it's done indoors. So head on over to Liberty Outdoor Services, guys. Get your taxes done. I'll be out there with the freaking Lady of Liberty sign, waving it around, drawing in the customers. Me and Courtney will be out there. And guess what? You better get ready because it's going to be a long line. There's a huge line for Liberty Outdoor Services, guys. Doing a lot of heavy breathing here. Just been bitten by a venomous snake that was coiled up underneath that jerry can right there. I can feel its venom starting to pulse through my veins. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of liking it. I can feel colors now. I can see sounds. I'm starting to understand Bigfoot's hiding space and what his favorite foods are, and how much he likes Daft Punk, and what he thinks of the Sasquatch. He said he's a big fan of Sasquatch. It's another hard one to say. Sasquatch. He said he's also a big fan of the Kong Killer ape hangers. The ape hangers that only King Kong could hold on to. Or that's what legends say, at least. I've not interviewed King Kong yet, although he is scheduled to come in next Thursday. I'm going to have to find a extra large inflatable chair for him to sit on. Oh my gosh, this freaking thing, man. I'm trying to be all quiet and be all loud. like this, babe. So do I. Back to the smoking regular ciggies. Smoke these cigars. That's it. Courtney has run for long enough. The blood is starting to rush to her face. Guys, if this is your first time here, I'll be live again tomorrow, 9:30 Pacific. I'll be working on the scooter again, hopefully getting the bungs done. I might go live at some point in the daytime, I don't know, possibly. Bonus live, maybe not, who knows. Either way, I'll be live again tomorrow, 9:30, every night except for Thursdays, 9:30. Fangs Garage live. I'll be here with Courtney, Gizmo, Tom, the jellyfish. I'll be here with hopefully Og ShamWow. OG ShamWow. Sorry about that, OG. I'll be here with hopefully OG ShamWow. Hopefully he will bring his ShamWow to help clean up and get things done. I'll be here with hopefully looks chill there, not cold by Easer1 1651. Yes, exactly. It is chill, not cold. Yep, that's drug. It'll do that to you. Thank you, Nathan. Dakota Lux Loop. I had to do a little bit of whispering because didn't want to be too much of a disturbance to my neighbors. I'm sure that I already somewhat disturbed my neighbors just by my presence and my very being. But I don't want to be too much of a noise disturbance. I try my hardest after 11 o'clock to be as quiet as I can when I go outside the garage. So that is why I was doing a little bit of ASMR. Sorry about that, Dakota. Usually I go live at 9:30. I got a little bit of a late start tonight because I found out that Gizmo is actually smoking cigarettes. I said, are you freaking kidding me, Tom? You were over here influencing him to smoke cigarettes? And Tom said that Gizmo is actually the one that influenced him to smoke cigarettes. I said, that's crazy, dude. Gizmo is the super villain of Fangs Garage. I just don't know it yet. I have my suspicions, but I can't confirm anything. Guys, we'll be back again. Thanks for all the likes. Thanks for the 77 likes. We'll be back again tomorrow night. I won't be whispering. Maybe I'll be whispering under your bed. I'll be back again live tomorrow night with Gizmo, Tom, and Courtney. We'll be working on the scooter. We'll be hopefully having some Slurpees. Maybe I'll get a Reese's Fast Break. I kind of want one of those. Or maybe I'll be just dissecting some nutty bars with Gizmo and Tom. But either way, guys, we're going to go work our night job. We actually work as newspaper delivery drivers. See you later, Lucy. Scrape Live. Good night, Disembodied Courtney. She Ligma Bean. She's just here to give me little smooches. Not really. She's not supposed to do that. It's actually against her contract. But she is here to explain what's going on. She's the chat mod. And she is making sure everything is being safe. We're going to be working on scooters and giving Gizmo a little manicure later on, guys. But we got to go deliver some newspapers and eat some cold carne asada burritos, guys. All right, I'll see you on the next one. Fangs Garage, we're out. Don't be too weird without us. Let me see.